The galaxy was supposed to be at peace. For decades, the Interstellar Coalition of Planets, ICP, had maintained an uneasy truce between the vast empires of the universe. But peace, like all things, was fragile. When the planet Erata VII was reduced to a charred wasteland, the blame fell on the mighty Onlath Empire. Their technologically advanced fleet was known to be ruthless, but the devastation left behind was beyond even their brutality. Billions of lives had been snuffed out in moments, leaving nothing but ashes and radioactive craters in the aftermath. However, something was wrong. The Onlath denied all involvement. They claimed innocence, providing their fleet's logs as proof that no ships had been near Erata VII during the attack. That's when the whispers of intergalactic war crimes began to circulate. The task of investigating the massacre fell upon Captain Valen Rook, a seasoned human officer working with the ICP's War Crimes Tribunal. Rook had seen the horrors of battle, but this was different. Something darker was stirring in the galaxy, and every clue led him deeper into a web of deceit, secrecy, and unimaginable power. Arriving at the site of destruction, Rook's ship, the Retribution, floated through the wreckage of the once thriving Erata system. The stench of death permeated the vacuum of space, felt through the silence of the destroyed world. As his team of investigators began scanning the surface, they discovered something disturbing: advanced nanotechnology embedded deep in the planet's core. Technology far beyond even the Onlath's capabilities. Rook's suspicions grew when one of his officers found traces of DNA from an extinct alien species, the Zyarxians, a race believed to have been wiped out centuries ago during the Coalition's founding wars. This DNA had no business being on Erata VII. Someone was using long-lost technology and genetic material to wage war in the shadows, and they were framing other empires to spark a galaxy-wide conflict. As Rook and his team followed the trail of evidence, they were ambushed by ships cloaked in impossible energy signatures, vessels belonging to a phantom fleet that should not exist. Narrowly escaping the encounter, Rook realized they weren't just up against a rogue faction. Something far older, more sinister, was pulling the strings. In a secret archive buried deep within the Coalition's headquarters, Rook uncovered a dark secret hidden for millennia. During the founding wars, the Zyarxians had not been exterminated, but imprisoned in a pocket dimension, sealed away for their crimes against sentient life. Their expertise in manipulating biological and technological systems had made them too dangerous to leave alive. But now, it seemed, they had found a way back. The Zyarxians were seeking revenge, targeting key worlds to destabilize the galaxy. And worse, they were manipulating the Coalition itself. High-ranking officials were being replaced by genetically engineered Zyarxian hybrids, allowing them to orchestrate events from the highest levels of power. As the conspiracy unfolded, Rook found himself branded a traitor. The Coalition declared him rogue, issuing orders for his capture. His own fleet turned against him, forcing him to go underground. With only a handful of trusted allies, Rook embarked on a mission to expose the Zyarxian plot before it was too late. The galaxy teetered on the brink of all-out war. Old rivalries flared, empires blamed each other, and the peace that had lasted decades began to crumble. The Zyarxians watched from the shadows, ready to reclaim their place as rulers of the stars, using chaos as their weapon. But Rook wasn't about to let that happen. Armed with the truth, he and his crew made one last stand. They infiltrated the heart of the Coalition's command center, risking everything to expose the hybrids hiding in plain sight. In a tense standoff, Rook revealed the true culprits behind the Erata massacre and the Intergalactic War Crimes. The Coalition's leaders, faced with undeniable proof, turned their fleets against the real enemy. A massive battle erupted in the dark void between the stars as the Coalition and its former enemies united to stop the Zyarxians' final assault. Rook led the charge, piloting the Retribution straight into the heart of the enemy's fleet. The cost was high, and victory uncertain. In the end, it wasn't just about winning a battle. It was about surviving the truth. The galaxy learned a dark lesson. Even in an age of peace, old sins could never be truly erased. Captain Valen Rook stood on the bridge of the Retribution, now battered but still intact. The Zyarxians had been defeated, but at great cost. The galaxy had seen what was possible when unchecked power and ancient hatred met. Intergalactic war crimes had been committed, but this time, justice had prevailed barely. Rook knew, however, that peace would never be quite the same. The galaxy was forever scarred, and as long as the stars burned, there would always be those seeking to exploit the shadows.